All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. I'll be honest, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm not sure if I can be able to post another video today, but I'm gonna at least cover Bed Bath & Beyond. I want to talk about XELA more as like a lessons learned the day after than it is other technical analysis. Obviously, I'll give you my thoughts, don't get me wrong. And then I'll be honest, I'm going to throw in Tattoo Chef at the end. I've for real been watching that stock for so long and it looks like it's finally starting to move. So just kind of a hey, FYI on that one, all right? But real quick, hey, if it's your first time here, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We do have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing all over the internet, and maybe just comment, hey, either agree or disagree. It all really does well with the YouTube algorithms. Nonetheless, you just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated, okay? And then look, I'm not perfect. I've got no crystal ball telling me what tomorrow looks like. So yeah, these are just my thoughts. And if you have better ones, I promise you, I'm not here to hate on them. I would love to know them, all right? So please don't hesitate to share anything. Okay, let's get into it. And look, today was a monster day. Let me not take anything away from that. A double-digit day on a single day is monster, all right? I know we're used to seeing some like 60 burgers, 80 burgers, 100 plus days on these recent runners, but hey, 17% is a beautiful day. I'm not taking anything away from that. I also really want to say I know what after hours looks like, all right? It's up another 10% in post market, but you know, if you watch these videos, I don't care about after hours. I actually legit believe after hours is an easy way to get your hand stuck in the cookie jar more than it is actually a way for you to like get in early. Just my opinion, okay? That said, I really care more about regular hours, and honestly, as good as today was, it wasn't fantastic. And what does that mean? We couldn't get over the 8 moving average. Listen, I know red, real nice little green recovery, right? I get that. And I always say that every now and then, right? Like when I say I would not touch a stock under the 8, that doesn't mean you shouldn't, right? Like there's plenty of money to be made below this line. For me though, what I know consistently is once we lose the 8 and the 20, basically happens right here, it's hard to get over the green line. And then really, once you can get over the green line, you still got to battle with that orange line. We haven't even touched the orange one yet. So as much as I'm happy that I hope you made some good money today, I really, really do, okay? I still stress the fact that we have not gotten over the 8 moving. Look, we've had a decent candle with a wick only to lose it, right? Like we've seen something like this, but end of the day for me, and look, this is a little bit extreme of volume right here. Friday was 88 million. Definitely a big number, right? But to go from under 100 to over 300, you're more than 3xing that. Like that's a lot. We've seen sillier multiples. Don't get me wrong. We've seen like 10x volume, even bigger than that. But in general, that's a really big line up. And yeah, we either need to hold about 280 million, give or take, because if we come down here to 200, that's not good. We're going to give up a little more than 33% volume, and that's not going to help close over this line, all right? I will actually go ahead and set an alert right here. I wouldn't mind knowing if this thing cracks 31 cents. Let me set that. An alert is not an immediate buy notification by any means, but breaking this with this red right behind it, a lot of reason to believe will come maybe to 53. Adding 20 cents to 30 cents is a big swing. So for me, I would much rather just wait for right here than play with any of this noise. And again, one more time, I do not care that we're at 30 cents after hours, all right? What I need to know is where do you open tomorrow and where do you close tomorrow, okay? So just again, I'm not a big fan of giving any sort of credit to post hours. Honestly, I'm really not. Maybe pre-market, I think there's a little bit more weight in the morning than there is this moment now after. But again, those are just my opinions. I really don't have like facts or data to prove it, okay? Yeah, I think that really is the big story. And honestly, I'll draw this line just so we have it and we know what to reference for next time. Again, this is not a good weekly chart. However, it's been so many bad weeks that it really seems like we might come to like 74 cents. I think that might be a little high. I think it's way better to keep 50 cents as a realistic target. But again, that's probably right here, 80 cents. Yeah, that's this plateau right here, right? So, yeah, there's some interesting thing. I am not going to care about the MACD or the RSI because, again, you drop a double-digit single day, you should make these two move, right? So these two mean nothing to me. Volume tomorrow is all about holding this 280, 270 number, all right? And then obviously closing over the 8 moving average. So that is Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, XELA. Listen, this, I'm telling you, I think is more of a keep it in your back pocket thing, okay? So, look, you know I was very bullish during this little run right here. We basically made a real sexy 25% going from basically 4 to 5, right? You add, what is that, 20%? No, 25%. Yeah, you added 1 of 4 pennies, right? So that's beautiful. The one thing I said on the last video was basically twofold. Number one, the 50 moving average, this red line, has been a pain for a long time. It was no guarantee that we were going to break it, and clearly we saw it here, okay? The second thing I said was, look, when you get a doji, and one that's like this extreme of a like the only way this could have been an even more hardcore doji is if it was like a line instead of just like this minimal square. But nonetheless, when you get a very hard doji on one of these moving averages or literally close enough, and for me, I promise you that's close enough, generally, okay, because sometimes you might get another doji the next day, but generally the next day should tell you the truth. And I think losing 12% in a single day is a pretty hard truth, all right? That said, we actually held 50% candle. We actually held the 8 moving average and we didn't even wick the 8 moving average. I still see the 8 going up, all right? And yeah, I wish the 20 looked just a little better, but end of the day, what I'm really stressing is this. Day after the doji, I'm telling you, I'm not surprised that it's a minus 12, minus 13. And really, if you watched the last video, I was really skeptical of it breaking the 50. It'd been such a long thing and it was really important to not only break it, but break it really well. Like we were either going to see a 12% up or a 12% down, right? I think as long as you can stay around 50%, of this 13th, it should be okay. Otherwise, this might start falling into the 4s. And again, I wish I could see more decimals here. So just don't lose the 8 or the 20, okay? Because I mean, that's pretty deep in the 4s, actually. Yeah, 3's not till down here. Damn. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get my phone. I'm going to get the exact pennies, and I'll be right back. Give me a second, okay? All right, I am back. And actually, this is pretty much 4 on the dot. So do not lose 0.408. Okay, that would be very bad to lose. All right. That said, if one of these two lines can act as a bounce point, it's all about breaking the 50. And really, I probably would set my next alert, give or take here. I think that's roughly 50% candle. And at that point, really, you can even just set it just over the 50 moving average as well. Let me get my phone again real quick. Where's the 50 at? Give me one sec. I'm not hitting pause this time because this should be quicker. The 50 is at 0.511. So very easily, you can set an alert at 0.512. I would be real cool with that. Again, not that my opinions matter too much on what you should do with your money, right? But I think that's realistic. And again, I think the next place that might stop it, I'll be honest, I can't get you that number very quickly, but it'll be close to 6. And again, going from basically 5 to 6 is a 20% swing, right? You're adding one more penny when you only had 5 of them. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, right? So yeah, my math is good. So that is XELA. I really, really just wanted to talk about the doji and the day after, but you got a little extra. This is the last thing if you stayed all the way to the end. All right, Tattoo Chef. I, for real, have been watching this stock for a while. I'm pretty sure I bought right here, lost a little money. Not too bad, but it sucked. I'm pretty sure I bought right here, lost a little money. Not too bad because, again, the eight kind of caught me. I have not touched this thing for a while because, again, we haven't touched this line here. I've been very much watching this since here because now it looks like we're taking the 100 and today was important. I think tomorrow's confirmation, look at this. Woo! All the way to here. That's basically where the next line is, right? Look, do not have $4 350 dreams on a $1.60, all right? Even though there's really not that much in the middle to stop it, like I'm still kind of trying to like hold myself, right? But look, volume still hasn't been great. We have not been able to get over the 50 average volume. I think volume is the big thing that's killing it. But yeah, RSI looks healthy. MACD is actually finally positive. It was very much negative even during these little runs right here, right? So today's 9%, I hope gets confirmed tomorrow. Because look, again, we get over the 8 yesterday. This is definitely good confirmation. I think I just need confirmation that we broke this, all right? But yeah, Tattoo Chef, there's so much red that would beautifully fill, all right? And then from there, really, the next plateau is actually right here, right? So there's definitely something here, like I said, but at this point, I think this is a little less significant than the 200. If this 200 breaks, we really might be coming here. So keep this on your radar. Like I said, I've been fooled a little bit. This thing's eating a little bit of my money, but hopefully there's some nasty things that might happen here, okay? Hey, I appreciate your time so much. Again, if I'm feeling a little better, I will try to make another video. I'll tell you, my energy like raised so much as I was making it. So again, I love doing these so much. So appreciate your time.